Good day, Internet people. Right, let's do it. So we'll do a little report now. Hang on, let me just get the minutes. Because if anyone saw me at Team League, you'd see that I have notes on the entire results. Because I'm like that, see? They're all there. Right, so let's have a look. So round 1 was the best result we had all day. We 3-0'd. Shall I just announce everybody's? Do you want me to announce everyone's or just do mine?
Everyone's what?
Everyone's results. While we're all here.
It's just going to be the first video that goes up then.
Might as well.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Alright, so round 1, I played a Kagero player who was using the cross. He sadly misplayed badly. He performed Legion. Searched his deck for Dragonic Overlord the End. That's the one that Legions with the cross, right?
Yeah.
The End, yeah. Couldn't find one. He realised that the Dragonic Overlord the Ends he ran, apparently he only ran 2. One was in his damage zone, the other one was in his hand. Whoops. I did feel sorry for him. But he 6 damage healed the turn before as well, so it's like... I felt sorry for him, but the entire team was quite good, so... They were good. Lena played a Royal Paladin Seeker deck and won. You had a story about that, didn't you?
Which bit about it was it?
It was Grade 3s.
Oh yeah, the weird thing was that he was using, I was expecting it was a Thing Saber deck, although he didn't ever get to ride Thing Saber. He had, his backup Grade 3 was the trial deck one, Sacred Wingle, and that was to me very strange. I was expecting something like Ashley Reverse. At the start of the game, I ended up top decking the Grade 1 to get going, where he didn't. So he was held back for a turn.
And he didn't G-assist, did he?
And he didn't G-assist, which was also very weird.
I wonder why he didn't G-assist. Maybe he forgot about it.
I don't know.
Did he
Yeah,
forget?
I didn't think to ask about it.
Right, if you're watching that person, I can't remember what your team name was called, but I remember your faces, because you were very nice people. Wonder why he didn't G-assist. Anyway, Phil played a Shadow Paladin Revenger build and won.
Because Dual Knights.
Because Phil's Dual Knights, you'll see them, why we don't like them. And if I'm not around while he's recording that deck profile, Lena has to represent the booing for me.
Oh, but I'll wear my voice out with all the booing I have to do for every single card.
Round 2. I lost to a Royal Paladin Altamile deck, because this was against the team made up of probably the best players that we know. Well, particularly one of them is one of the best players that we know. Dan, if you're watching,
Yeah.
why are you so good?
Dan, if you're watching, I hope we don't inflate your ego too much with that. But we do think highly of you.
Yes, we think, particularly Lena when you're using Pale Moons.
Yeah, why weren't you using Pale Moon?
Yes, I lost to an Altamile Dual Knight hybrid deck, which was quite clever, because he loved using Sword Me, because Sword Me.
As if you hadn't been playing against that recently.
He did create a Limit Break Remover column, which was quite funny.
What, the swing for 14?
Yeah.
Weird.
He was putting triggers on them, though, so... But that was quite a fun game. Phil was the one who suffered to Dan's Aquaforce build.
I understand that was quite a good game, though.
And Lena had a very, very epic match against an Omega Glendios deck.
Yeah, that was quite fun. I should probably come over here where the cameras. Hello, to the people.
I'm sure they can hear you. Do you want to tell the story?
What was weird, it was another very interesting game in the sense that he didn't really get to lock much. He got to lock my starter once, and he did one triangle lock, which I just countered by striding and just drawing lots of cards because oracles.
Spoiler to come.
Yeah. Yeah, oracles are a thing, so that's the thing. And it went, I think my game went the longest, it went to time. And
there was just me, me, Phil, Dan, and the other girl just watching with bated breaths.
Because when it went to time, what happens is that turn ends and then you have 3 turns. So it's like the next, it's like turn, and if it's not determined then it's done by who had the most damage, and if it's a tie then you keep going till the next person takes damage.
As I know.
Anyway, And it went to the last turn, which was mine. So I decided, right, let's just go all out. And so I put down 2 Silent Toms and 2 boosters of the 8k variety, and just said, right, let's see you here with this lot. And just and I also did a stride. And in the end, I got him to take a crit. So I snagged him.
Yep, that's Lena's story. Round 3. Lena lost to a Victor build. You said it was similar to my build, wasn't it?
It was basically a G deck.
It was
basically a G Victor deck.
Did he run Death Army guys like I do?
That was the only thing he didn't do. I was always going to lose that one from the moment he got to turn 3 and attacked 6 times, and I just never was able to recover from it. So I held on. I didn't exactly allow an easy win, but yeah, I was always behind in that one. So
I lost to Gear Chronicles, which is oddly enough, this was the guys from Sunderland, guys from the northeast. The ones who travelled 6 hours to get to it. That's commitment.
Yeah, that's further than we travelled.
And he was wearing a Sunderland shirt as well, so it was like, yes!
He was your idol.
Oh, it's nice to have a Sunderland fan there.
Sunderland fans exist.
Yes, it's not just me. Not just me.
They're not just on Match of the Day.
My Gear Chronicle opponent just kept emptying my field full of the stuff, and then he had the starter, which kept gaining 5. Every time something was put to the bottom. And at one turn, he did it 5 times.
You didn't get Cronus Command, did you?
He ran Cronus Command. He used the grade 1 to find it. He used the grade 1 to find it by ditching...
Cronus Command is the stride.
And he used Cronus Command as well.
Yeah.
He used... What cards did he use? He didn't use Ragnarok, because the other opponent used Ragnarok. He used... I think he used Ragnarok once. He was focusing on getting rid of my rear guards, so I think he knows how an Aquaforce player uses. Deck. Yeah, he was focused on control. Yeah, that's what Aquaforce doesn't well.
Yeah.
And Phil beat a Dark Irregular Legion build.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to hear about a Dark Irregular Legion deck.
You said it was quite fun to play against, didn't you?
It was alright, yeah.
Phil says the reason why he got very lucky with his perfect guards.
Yeah, all crit attacks kind of fell a bit flat.
Because it was like 28 and a crit every turn, wasn't it?
Something like that.
And you were just like
basically Legion power plus boost plus a crit because there was 10 in the soul or something like that.
Yeah, so Phil was just perfing all the time. And that was the game I found none. He was like, and he ran through all 4. Oh well, it happens. Round 4, I lost to a mirror match against Aquaforce because I just could not have any. I didn't have any red guards.
Basically, you were Basically, you couldn't Aquaforce before he Aquaforce.
Yeah, but he struggled with his columns. It was like, wow. He was struggling with his columns. I had no columns.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If he was struggling with them, the thing is, he was still making them.
And he was making it because he was dropping triggers to try and desperately make the columns.
I must hit you.
Yeah. And he killed me using Lambros, so... Phil beat a Nova Victor build.
Phil did what I couldn't, apparently.
And Lena had one of her funnest matches of the tournament against a Narukami Big Bang Knuckle Stride deck.
That guy was awesome. He was great fun. I like him. Yeah, I didn't even care that he was, like, rinsing my field all the time.
Yeah, you said that you had so much fun playing him.
I did. Could you not tell? I was just...
Yeah, you both had massive grins on your faces all through the game.
I gave that guy the highest of kudos, just because he was like, brawlers.
Because they're from the northeast as well, because they were friends.
Yes.
Yes. They're from the northeast as well. Hello.
That guy was awesome. I really enjoyed playing him. I can't really say too much about the game, unfortunately. He was using the Knuckle Turbo Stride.
Using the Fires Collection editions then.
The thing is, I never actually ever had a full field.
I
mean, he used. I was kind of deliberately not putting too many things down until I was ready to start swinging at him. I.e., where's Silent Tom? Can I just keep drawing and surviving until I find Silent Tom? That's what happened. Oh no! And then it came to a turn of mine where I'd done stride.
You'd done stride.
I'd gone down stride, and he gave me 2 to pass. He dropped like 30k's worth of shield. So I swung for 31 and he put down 30k and said, right, 2 triggers. And the first check was a crit. And I'd been drawing crits for pretty much every turn except for the first. And I thought, you know what, let's go for it. I'm having so much fun that I should just go for this. Second check, perf. Third check, crit. And I got him. And he didn't care. He didn't mind losing either.
He was having such a fun game.
We were too busy to like, that was cool. So that was fun.
Yeah. Round 5, I lost in my big game.
Your big game?
That was the game against Link Joker where I had about 5 people and we had people around us because we're taking so long.
You and that guy! Bloody hell!
The people who were at the might remember this. He was using a Link Joker Legion deck, which I didn't play a lot. I was using Aquaforce. And we were playing for so long, I decked out.
Yeah. Your game went on, I think, the longest in the entire round.
Yeah, we even had the French team watching.
By the way, there was a French team.
Yeah, there was a French team there.
Zootalows.
Yeah, there was a French team there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were announced by the... We have someone as far away as France. Yay!
You'll see that in the video, by the way.
You won't see it, you'll hear it.
You'll hear it in the video.
I recorded the speeches, but I didn't record their faces just to be on the safe side.
Yeah,
we want to respect their privacy.
Yes. And stuff.
And you're allowed to put speeches up because you're covering them.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So your game was long.
My game was long. It was so bloody... Both our decks worked.
I mean, on the upside, you'll have found your purse.
I found all my...
You found every single card in your deck.
The last turn, we'll describe the last turn because it was hilarious. He strode. I'm pretty sure, I think it was an Atmos. He did,
yes.
He strode an Atmos.
Mm-hmm.
He went, fine, use the skill, attack. I guarded with 61. He thought, because we were having such an epic game and our minds were going doolally, it was a no pass.
When actually it was a 3.
It was actually a pass, which was the judge. We actually had a judge sitting next to us watching this game. Well, check 1.
Let's be fair. When you chucked all those cards down, it did kind of just flomp everywhere.
Yeah, it was like, God, 60! 61. Right. Check 1.
Huge.
Crit. Check 2. Crit. Check 3. Crit. And everyone went, oh!
Everyone was all like, oh, snap!
It would have been a hell of a gamble.
And
I just...
And he put it all. He put them all on the rear guard.
He put it all on a rear guard,
and then
which I think was a 7k to begin with.
By this point, he technically could have just said turn end and still won.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, my turn, my last turn, used Maelstrom's skill, because I was using Maelstrom at the end, because I'd used all of my strides by now.
Yeah, you were the first, I think possibly the first person I've ever seen to be on GB8.
I was on
You
GB8
crazy fool.
because I used Lambros and I used Blizzard. Because he was locking my field, so I had to use Blizzard just to hit centre and focus all power on the centre. So it was Maelstrom. Used Maelstrom's skill. He perfect guarded it, and lucky he did because it was my trigger was a double crit.
Bet that hurt.
His final turn, I was able to guard it. I perfed his attacks, guarded it all, because then my next turn I drew my last card and decked out. And then he went away shouting, so his hands were shaking because it was such an epic match.
And because that was like the last game to finish the entire round off, he didn't really get much time to recover. Neither did you, really.
No.
He was like, all right, that's the end of that round. Right, next round.
It was like, oh god. And finally...
Hold up. Have you ever mentioned the rest of the games in that round? Because I think there were others.
Yeah, Phil beat a shadow deck.
What kind of shadow deck was it, Phil?
It was it was Revenges, wasn't it?
It was a mix of old and new, I think.
Wasn't it like an old? It was like the old extra booster.
Yeah.
And the legend deck, something they put together.
Stuff in there as well, yeah.
How was it to play? Or did you just control the entire game because you're royals?
It was 6-2 in the end, so make it that way.
Phil did very well most of the day.
Yeah, Phil had a very good day.
Actually, I did very well most of the day.
When my deck worked, generally it was 6-2.
And your deck worked at least about 80% of the time.
Yeah, I lost 2 out of the 6, didn't I, or something?
Yeah.
And Lena played a Kagero deck, is that right?
I beat the cross. I'm very smug about that because I managed to beat the cross. I mean, although annoyingly, it's kind of down to a mistake on his part. Not in any way he played. It's more in the fact that he kind of forgot how Silent Tom works. Because I'd swung with the Vanguard, found I think it was crit and a heal, all the best to Tom because, Tom. So I said, right, 26 in the crit from Tom, and he drops 2 grade 0 10k shields. And I go, and I'm like, no. From Silent Tom. And he goes, oh God! And he has to take it. And he's on 4. I mean, if either of them were heals, they would have worked, but they didn't. And he didn't get a heal.
And it was round 5, and it was like everyone's getting a bit tired.
Yeah. Fun deck to play against, though. Kept. There was a moment where he picked up a rear guard, and used the ends, restirred. Then I didn't let it hit, and he decided to. He almost didn't retire 2 of my things, and then he was like, "No, actually, sorry, I'm going to retire things." But luckily, my
Oracles prevailed.
The way my deck works, just kind of, I don't know, draws cards forever.
Right, final round. This was actually a team we played who actually made it into the top 8.
Yes.
Yeah, they made it into the top 8. Because we left after that. We don't know what the results were, but
we'll put them up when we know.
Yeah, we'll put them up when we know. We do have the complete listings, which we will try and maybe upload or put somewhere if anyone's interested. Yeah, we took a photo of where we were, and I took a photo of all of it.
Okay.
Well, in that one, I beat a Gear Chronicle deck.
Yay, revenge! Kind of.
Yeah.
He couldn't cope with Lambrus. Did I do it twice? I think I did it twice.
You usually do when you kill people.
I Lambros twice. He Ragnarclock twice. Come on.
Yeah, but it sounds like you actually found your perfs this game then.
I took the first one and perfed the second one.
I guess
But
the,
his deck
I guess
was
the
quite
first one
fun.
was quite early then.
He actually used the 8k when a unit is put to the bottom of the soul, he gains Silent Tom. He used that. He liked her. She was a bit mean before I had to get rid of her. Because she's an 8k, just attack from the back row for 9.
Yeah.
No, that's what you do with anything that's like a 9k or less. Just pick on it.
Phil lost to an Aquaforce deck, which was that was Lambros, wasn't
In
it?
fact, both my losers then today were Aquaforce.
Yeah.
It's one of my worst decks to fight against. It really is. It's just the quantity of attacks, even on cross ride.
Phil struggles with quantity attacks decks.
The thing is, yes, a lot of them were null attacks, but to be honest, in that final round, what it was is because he managed to get to 5 attacks, and the final attack had a Card Guard with grade 0 effect. My hand was 2 Ashleys and a 10k grade 0, so I just couldn't guard it.
Damn.
I was like, if I'd had a 5k shield, I'd have been fine because I was on cross ride. It was only 16 with a crit.
You couldn't even intercept it.
I had nothing to intercept.
Oh.
I had a grade 1 and a grade 3 on the rear guard.
Oh no!
Row.
Damn.
And finally, Lena
And then it came, and
lost
then
to
it
a
fell
Great
to me.
Nature,
Then it fell to me.
which was a game that went over the time limit. There wasn't actually a definitive winner.
No,
The winner was
there would have
decided
been.
by damage.
Yeah, I had 1 more damage. Although I did also decide to really go for it on the last turn.
He guarded everything, didn't he?
No, he took 1.
He was only on 3 at that point. Which was
Oh
annoying.
no! Okay, at the end of the turn, we were both on 5, but I had 1 card left in my deck because I decided to go for it.
Yeah,
in the hope that there was more than 1 trigger left in my deck,
Because
and there
the
wasn't.
judge said even if this went on, you'd still lose because you can't put cards back. So
I'd gone for it hoping that there was at least 2 crits left, and there was only 1. Because the cards that I'd cycled meant that, I knew 3 of the 4 cards left when it came to triple drive, and I specifically said that I'm going to attack, and I'm also not going to deck out because there's no draw triggers in here. I won't deck out from this, so it's either going to be.
Do you want to show off your purchases?
no, I'm just going to put these in sleeves and make my deck when you're done with that.
And that's it. That's Team League 2015 from the view of Draw the Trigger.
Yeah, and once again, I think we just want to thank everyone who played against us and everyone who organised
We played against
it.
everyone we played against. Were all really nice, really fun people.
Thanks to the organisers, thanks to the players.
We found Firestorm Games because your
Firestorm
venue was
Games.
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah, you're good. Your place is awesome.
We will
Firestorm
put.
Games.
Yeah.
We're sorry, Tyron, but we will put a link to Firestorm Games in the description just because it was such a nice place.
Yeah, great venue.
The city was beautiful. The day was lovely.
We got really lucky with a lot of factors, didn't we? Really?
Yep. Oh, and we haven't actually announced it, but where did we finish?
19th.
19th.
After
Out
45.
45.
So we in total we won 3 rounds and lost 3 rounds because we are distinctly average at Vanguard. Yeah.
So that's 135 active players in the tournament.
And we
If
were
my
in the
maths
top
is
half
correct.
of them.
Hang on.
45 times 3.
45 times 3. Hang on.
So quick, that involves maths.
I think it's 135.
45 times 3. 135.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice turnout, considering that there's 2 destinations in the UK this year, so if they had a similar turnout, then actually that sounds about right, because I think there's about 300 at last year's Team League at the one place.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
That
didn't
was
all go
maths.
to Huddersfield because there was actually spare room in Cardiff.
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, that's how much space they had. There were people playing, was it like Warhammer and stuff?
There was
over
people
on one
playing
side?
Warhammer. There was a large area for free play.
It was
Yeah.
interesting to see a lot of age groups there. There was young people, there was some little kids.
Yeah, there were kids playing a children's card game. What shock is that?
Mhm.
It was very weird to see.
I wonder what decks they were using.
I don't know. I did hear one of them being like, "Leave me break." I'm like, what?
I
It
wonder
sounded,
what
it
decks
actually
they
sounded really
used.
weird to hear an actual child saying things to do with Vanguard.
Actually, I saw one of them when he took his 6 damage, and he was like, "Ah!" He put 6 damage in. I thought, "Ah." We all have that same kind of the same emotions, regardless of how old.
Yeah,
we
but
are.
it was definitely majority over 18.
I'd say
Yeah.
most of the people were in
Majority
their
over 18, majority
mid-twenties.
male.
Yeah, mid-20s male for the most
There was a
part.
handful of women, girls
Girls,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
So next step, more equality in Vanguard.
Yeah, we need more girls involved. Get more girls in. And not just because Ed wants one.
And on that,
Oh,
slight-
shut up.
and on that slightly pervy note, we may be doing more of the touring the trigger soon.
We want to do Tour the Trigger, and if people, we might as well announce it. Tour the Trigger is we going to see you. We go to places.
We want to come to places and play Vanguard with you.
Ideally,
So we're going to
In
split.
the UK, that is.
yeah, UK, Scotland. Yes, but it would be pushing it. I don't know if I could cope with a long
I
drive to
don't
Scotland.
think Scotland's realistic.
Probably England, Wales.
Yeah.
As far north as.
Huddersfield.
I will go as far as Sunderland and
knew you'd say
Newcastle
that.
area
Yeah.
because I know those areas quite well, and I have family up there as well.
Okay.
Because my family is from Sun.
So we're just going to be. We're going to have a video with the.
So if you want us to come to your shop,
and-
if you want us to visit your shop, tell us where it is. Why should we come? Is there a lot of people there? Is it fun? Do you have nice staff members who are very supportive of the game? Because that's quite important, as we have learned with Mr. Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Having a staff member who supports Vanguard and knows how to play it and can teach people is very handy in a staff roster. Because I know Dustin's like a wizard when it comes to magic.
Oh, he's nuts for magic.
He is really good at giving anyone magic advice.
But he does seem a little bit bemused by the Vanguard things. And that's why it's good that Kurt's there.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you like us to come and visit, because I think the idea is our first place to go to is Walsall to visit a competition winner, who's very kindly invited us to come to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
She knows who she is. Yeah. So if you'd like us to come see you, I think Lena wouldn't mind. I think we wouldn't mind going to London.
We could do London. If there's somewhere in Kent.
Because I'm pretty sure there's loads of places in London.
If there is somewhere in Kent, that'd be amazing. Let us know. I don't know of many places in Kent for card games.
I don't know English.
Yes.
I don't know geography.
Yes, that's where I'm from.
That's where Lena's from, if
That's
any
why
of
I'm
you are
saying
interested.
Kent. It's because it's like that be where I be from, right? Like in it.
Is that what they sound like? Though?
No.
I always thought they just sounded like
We're
you.
from the south. We're posh.
Posh, I think you'll find.
Shut up.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
me and Phil are
so yes.
Midlanders.
I'm pretty sure London has a good couple of places.
I'm sure London has loads.
Yeah, it's just trying to fight your way through the crowds to get to it.
God, yeah. Right, this video is hitting 14 minutes.
This is a very long video. Congratulations for getting the heck through it.
And if
Should we
you're really
just
that
splice
interested,
random day trip footage into this to make it an hour.
if you want,
Yeah,
Phil, you're the one who's editing. Just do what you want.
I don't know. I think I'm probably going to be left with that task.
All right, then, Lena, you're editing. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'll do what the hell I want.
She can do it when I go to bed tonight, so
No.
it goes up tomorrow.
I want to sleep.
Well, anyway, before this video goes way too long, goodbye, internet people.
Before it goes.
It's way too long already.
Hope you enjoy the future videos of the deck profiles of Phil and Lena.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you went to Huddersfield, because we would like to know how it went.
Yes, we would like to know how it went.
Because we didn't have anyone we knew who went there.
Especially in terms of things like how it was run as well, because we had a very...
Firestorm Game organised it excellently.
We were very surprised. We were expecting it to be quite chaotic, like Bushy Road events usually are, and we were very surprised by how smooth it went all day.
It was Firestorm and Bushy Road, the judges all worked really well together. They planned it well perfectly.
In which case, then we should also give kudos to the guys who came down from Fanboy 3.
Yeah, they were like the head judges?
I think they were part of the judge team.
I think they were the ones who kept it organised and were in charge of like structuring, and they're the ones who checked the decks and. And so the judges were all brilliant.
Interestingly, didn't have to write out a deck list in this particular tournament.
Which was brilliant.
It saved so much hassle.
They just had a guy checking the deck. He was checking the sleeves, making sure everyone was sleeve dry, going through, quickly checking, and that was it. And he looked through a deck in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's almost like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, last Team League, they didn't actually check. We gave them the deck list and they never looked at it. So.
Which is probably why they got rid of it.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway.
that's it. Goodbye. Enjoy our future videos. Enjoy our future content. Hopefully you will be with us when we go to Team League next year.
Maybe.
And if we go to singles, because we actually haven't decided yet, because they haven't announced anything about it yet.
No, we're expecting it, but we just don't know.
We shall see.
Yeah. But until then, we have plenty more videos to do. So
Yay!
let's go! Woohoo!
Goodbye, Internet people.
Vanguard people, away!
Sayonara!